What's up, everybody? What's up? It's your boy Astro coming at you tonight with an Ask Astro. Now, last night I was supposed to do this Ask Astro. Believe it or not, I was so tired, y'all. I crashed right in front of the laptop, just doing research and just doing a little bit of seeking of knowledge and information because I am a researcher and that's what I do. I just research a lot. Only reason I could come to you guys with information. I can stand by it. I can say that I've done the research, I've done the experience. I can now share this information with the people who are with me most of the time. Okay? Right. That is just how it is. Now, tonight we're going to do an Ask Astro, as you know. That's how we do it. It's $20, 3 questions. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a free one, right? A free one. And when I say a free, I mean just a person that's going to be randomly chosen from the list of people who are here. And I'm looking at the first person to message on my side from Facebook. I'm going to one from YouTube. And the first person that messaged me from Facebook is Jocelyn. Jazzy, you know how it go. And on YouTube, it's Tall, Black, and Beautiful. Tall, Black, and Beautiful. Hey, Kala. Hey, what's going on? How you doing? It's good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. I hope y'all been doing good. Hope y'all been doing great. As you can see, I am in a very positive state of mind. Even though I was locked up, they won't let me out. That's just how it is. This is how it is. You feel me? Now I'm gonna send a link for my 2 people who are, the first person to comment on this, and you guys are going to come on. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. Now, astrology is so multifaceted, and this is why I tell people every day I could teach you something new about astrology. And I like to make sure that I reiterate because you could get lost in the whole world. So I sort of repeat certain things after maybe a year, 2 years after saying it once. I probably say it again because there's so much information. It's so much like you could get lost in it. And I don't want to lose you guys because I had some students who get lost and they're like, it's so complicated, Astro. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, it is. It is. And it's a big ass rock, like how you say, Ray, you said it's a rabbit hole. It is. It is a big one. And every other week, I'm trying to give you information that is pertinent to your soul, to your experience, so that you can live life on easy mode. And when I say on easy mode, I don't mean that there won't be anything that you won't have to face. You will face every single thing. It's just the fact that you would know why you're experiencing it. That would give you the easy mode experience. Okay. And that's period point blank. Now, I mentioned some stuff on my Facebook page, which is about, death and also, SA, because we can't really say the word on YouTube or, on Facebook. So we got to address it as SA in the chart. And as you can see on my post, there are a lot of people who experience being SA, and not just women, men as well. As a matter of fact, 1 out of every 4 male would have experienced SA. It's crazy, ain't it? I think I'm thinking that just women have to go through this, and I know that women go through the brunt of it. The majority of them are. There are also a lot of men that experience being SA'd. I did not know this. I didn't understand this. I didn't, because it never happened to me. I mean, I mean, if you call, getting break in by a 28-year-old and you're, a certain age, then yeah, possibly, but it's just crazy. That's just how this world is. And it goes to show that SA has no sex connected to it. It's all karmic. All karmic. Now, you may not like how this sounds, and I'm not here to pander. Y'all know I'm not the pandering type. Okay? If you've been SA'd in this lifetime, there's a strong possibility that you've SA'd somebody in a previous lifetime. Oh, you don't want to hear that, do you? I said it, and I said it loud and clear. There's a strong possibility, not necessarily entirely, but there's a strong possibility that if you've been SA'd in this lifetime, there's a strong possibility that you have done it to somebody else. That's right. It's a strong possibility you made somebody a victim. You may not like it. The experience may be terrible. It may have traumatized you. But I am here to take you out of victim mode. No longer will you stay in victim mode. Okay? You may not be a victim. You may be a victim in this lifetime, but you may have been the perpetrator of that said same SA. And I'm not just talking out of my head, I use my sessions as a platform to receive data so that I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that if you have been SA'd by a family member, a friend, a coworker, an ex, a stranger, that there is a strong possibility that you did the exact same thing. So now, who's the victim? How would you even know who your victims are? You don't even know who you've SA'd until you probably did a past life regression connected to the people that you've SA'd. And believe me or not, believe it or not, I've done a session with a woman. This was if I can remember loud and clear, it was in Dallas, Texas. And this is a private one. And she was SA'd 3 times in this lifetime. I'm not going to call no name because you don't know who she is. I never put it on my YouTube publicly. It's on my YouTube, but not publicly. And when we did the regression, she was an Army general. She was an Army general who SA'd over 1,000 women and children. Over 1,000. You hear me? She should be glad there's only 3. I'm just letting you know that we think that we're such victims because we have what I would consider reincarnation amnesia. You're not a victim all the time. Sometimes you are the perpetrator. And in this world, in this 3-dimensional world, you are subject to good and bad. But in spirit world, it doesn't care about good and bad. It cares about growth. So this is a very, very good question. I've seen, before I get into the Ask Astro, I've seen a lot of questions. I'm going to post some of these questions. One is, the question comes from Janae Grimball, and she says, is it a victimization if we all choose our trauma for growth? of our higher selves. No, it's not. And this is the message that I be trying to tell people all the time. That you are not a victim. You are relieving yourself of the victimization you may have perpetrated on others or one us. And listen to this carefully, because there's another thing that's connected to being essayed and being all these other stuff of karma. What creates karma or keeps you in a loop of karma is when you experience a thing and you hold on to that said thing with sadness, anger, animosity, guilt, resentment, whatever it is that lower thought frame is creating in you, you are going to experience the exact same thing again. That puts you in a loop of experience, the loop of karma. So karma isn't necessarily just connected to you making an action. It's also connected to your emotions behind the actions that's perpetrated upon you. Like Keisha said, or maybe didn't stop essaying when it was happening. So this is a question from Zakia. And she said, do you think people find stuff out like that can harm them in this lifetime mentally? I would say no. From my experience and doing sessions, I would say that people become more lighter as opposed to being damaged. Now, there are some people who is like, oh, I did a session with Astro and I felt like I unlocked some things that I didn't want to unlock. And I'm like, what the hell is that? What did you unlock that you didn't want to unlock? You became more free? What? What is it? I be trying to think. That's only, yeah, I'm just talking about one person who said that bullshit. But anyway. So, like I said, karma, when it comes to being essayed, is a perpetual. It's like you have to learn how to forgive the person and to forgive yourself, to release any emotions tied to that experience, or you will be in that loophole continuously. Period, point blank. Now, I mentioned some stuff about 60 positions on your chart, but there are more than that. I didn't mention the 12th house in Mars and 12th house Pluto, 12th house dark moon Lilith, and any other dark sexual planet that sits in the 12th house or is connected to Neptune. There are so many, and that's the reason why it can be pointed out. This is why I could go on somebody's chart and be like, listen, I saw that when you were younger, you've been assaulted, sexually molested, or you've been touched and it's hidden, or you've been assaulted and it is at work and you're going through litigations towards it because of the same chart. The chart is very much like that. All right, so there's another question said, are you saying if we hold on to feelings about things or someone, we will experience karma behind them? Yes. Yes, Sapphira, Ebony Bay. Action does not create karma. Think about it. When people are going to war, and one group of people is defending their tribe, and the other group of people is defending their tribe, and one is led by a dictator that wants to kill everybody, and the other is led by another dictator that wants to wipe out the other group of people, the only thing that you are able to do is to kill a next person. That means that you are forced. If you are like the young men who are in the United States of America, they are subject to what's called special service. I think that's what it's called. Selective service, where they have to go to war. They have to kill somebody when they go to war. Is it their choice? Is either survive, get locked up, or kill. They have no choice. So in that not having a choice, that means that their free will was taken away from them, right? Because if you're placed in a battlefield, if you're placed on in an army where you can't escape, and if you escape, you get locked up between 7 to 9 years. If you go AWOL, then you're free to you have a choice of either being locked up, killing somebody, or being killed. There's no choice. And with the choice of having to take another person's life just for your own survival, yeah, it will be needed. The universe doesn't see it as good or bad because the universe is you and you are the universe. What you feel on the inside, based upon the action that was taken either towards you or the action that you've taken towards somebody else, is what creates karma. That's right. These past life regressions have redesigned and help us to understand karma a lot different than what we've been taught and told about action and karma. That's just how it is. Okay. Today, Grimball said, I have Mars and Gemini in my 12th house. Yeah, that's deep. That's deep. According to your Mercury, it could tell you exactly what's going on. Next, my son passed at the age of 26. This led to trauma. We are still fighting in my family. I realize this happened lifetimes before, but I don't know how to break this feeling. I will tell you to do what most Black people do not do, and that is therapy. Therapy. We do not utilize therapy enough. And you have my condolences on the passing of your son. Nobody wants to bury their children, and I understand that you're going through it. Like I said, we've chosen this path before we came here. All right. But we've chosen this path before we came here. So did your son. And maybe one day when there's a possibility of you doing a quantum healing session, speaking with a loved one, it could guide you into having a conversation with your son so that you can understand that he chosen us before he came here. And so did you. Okay. But yes, therapy is needed for you. Okay. All right. I'm going to send a link so that you guys can come in. And for those 2 people who have won the free session, everybody else is $20 cash app. Then send your message, the 3 questions you have, your date of birth, time of birth, place of birth, and your name. All right, y'all see the link? Those 2 who I said won. That's Tall and Beautiful, Tall, Black, and Beautiful, and Jaslyn Efiji. All right, so let's talk. Come on in. Let's do it. The other question is, let me see. Mercury is in Virgo, 3rd house, also my sun sign. I'm curious. Now, explaining the 12th house, because I just did a session natal chart reading yesterday. And this lady, she didn't remember being essayed by a male until us having a conversation. Well, before that, she mentioned it. Oh, the message is, come on. I send a link to my Facebook. Oh, that's my quantum healing. I'm also going to send it to my messenger. My Facebook personal page so that you can come on down. All right, there it is. It's in the comments. You can come on in if you feel that you want to come on in. So the question, yes, please, y'all, just like what Keisha said, please attempt to be present because we ain't coming back. You sent your $20. Guess what's gonna happen? Exactly. So let's come on, y'all. Let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Let's go. And for those people who want to ask me like questions in particular, either be about like spirit world, past life regressions, astrology, you could go right ahead. If it's not personal, if it's general, I'll be able to answer your questions for sure. There's also what I'm going to be doing before these Ask Astro is I'm going to be predicting on my Facebook random celebrities. Random. Y'all ain't gonna know who they are. All right. But I'm gonna be doing random celebrities. I'm gonna predict what's gonna be happening with them throughout the year. That's right. All right, let's go. Hey Sugarfoot, what's going on?
Hello. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing, I'm doing good, doing good. How's
Doing
the
good.
weather out there up in
Texas.
Texas? You know I know you in Texas. I wanted you to say it.
You
It sounds good.
know.
You saying it. Texas.
No, it's good. It's hot. Okay, but
Yeah,
it's good. We got a little rain a couple of days ago, but for the most part, it's been good. No complaints. No
it's been
complaints.
pretty good. All right, all
Yeah,
right.
it
So
has
tell
been.
me, because you got free reigns to to ask questions whatever you want. You got three
Okay.
questions. Let's do this.
Hmm. Okay. I feel like pertaining to the topic that you were talking about, I know you told me in a reading that we did probably last year that I possibly had some essay, but because I was trying to tag along with what you're talking about. But since that
Mhm.
question was already answered last year, I guess the first question would be, what do you see um that could be significant information for me that moving and ending this year out.
All right. Uh, well, I'm gonna look up for your. Let's look at something financial. Would you like to for me to look at like your financial report?
Yes, yes, please do, please do. That'll be
Okay.
good.
All right. So we gonna pull out your stuff and we're gonna
Okay.
put it on my software and we're gonna look at your financial stuff. All right. Let me because I don't have your stuff
I need to
in
send it to
this
you.
software. Yeah, this what happened is that one of my software got wiped.
Oh no, that sucks. Do I
Yeah,
need to
so I
message
don't.
you with my information?
No, I know I
No.
got your
Oh,
stuff.
you got it. Okay.
I got
Okay.
I got you.
You got me.
Fortunately, I have four softwares on my laptop.
Oh my
So
goodness.
yeah, so if one goes, yeah, when you're in this field, this business, you got to have all the tools you need. 27th of April,
You're right.
1993, because you were born 27th of April, 1993, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 93, baby.
And you were born at 10:45 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And isn't that crazy? I was just mentioned Dallas, Texas, right?
I know. And here I am.
And then you showed up.
I showed up. Alignment.
All right, so then Dallas, Texas. Let me just scroll down. I'm gonna share the
Yep.
screen so you can be able to look at what you're looking at. See, I want people to understand what a financial report looks like, so that this could be something that they may want to get themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So let me
I'm
share the
prepared.
screen so you can look at it and see how it looks. Wait, let me first close that out. Uh-huh. And then I'm going to share my entire screen. All right. So this is your natal chart. We're going to take a look at some forecasts. So we're going to go into your financial forecast.
All
And we're
right.
going to add transit to natal,
Oh,
transit to transit, day for a year that's progressed to natal, day for a year that's progressed to progressed, the day for a year that's transit to progress, and that's where we stop right there.
okay.
Okay, and we're gonna look at between September 10th and September 24th to September 10th, October. Well, let's go to September, so we could be. You know, and we're gonna look at it from 2025, and let's take a look at how. Now we ain't gonna look at the gold forecast for now because that's gonna take a longer time. Okay.
Okay.
Now that's gonna take a little bit of a second. It's gonna go real slow because I put in all these stuff. So we're gonna look at other things while that's doing that. Okay. So as
Okay.
it's going, it's processing. You're gonna see the days going up here. You see 16, 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
It's really calculating those things. Now we're gonna take a look at your natal chart and your progress chart. Let's go. Damn, I got about. Let's take a look at what's going on with you now.
Okay. Let's see.
You know the crazy part? I had a conversation the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and with somebody local, and they was like, you know what? I never realized that you have so much information in your head. That's probably why your head's so big.
You know, the big-headed people are knowledgeable. Okay.
That what they say?
That's what
Are
they
you
say.
speaking from Are you speaking from
Yeah,
Are you speaking from
I'm
experience?
speaking from experience. Look at my head; it's big. Okay, so and Sagittarius being my first house. I'm a knowledge lover. I'm a knowledge fiend.
Yeah, ain't
That's the
nothing wrong
right
with that.
knowledge we gotta absorb.
All right, so this is your progress chart now, right? And how old are you now?
I'm lovely 31.
31. You said a lovely 31. I like how you said that.
Lovely 31. Yes.
So we just gonna look at your progress, your we're gonna look at two things, your imperfection, your monthly
Okay.
perfection. We're gonna look at your progressed. We're gonna see what's going on. All right. So this is age of 24, 25, 26,
Hmm.
27, 28, 29, 30. You are in your you're in your seventh house yearly perfection. And this is the year from when you were from April
Mm.
of this year, you went into your seventh house perfection. This means long-term commitment and partner.
Mm.
And yeah, so so were you in a relationship around April of this year?
No, but I met somebody around April.
You
I
met
did
somebody
meet.
around April?
I did.
You wouldn't call it a relationship?
No, because it's just it's where when you meet somebody and you're dating, that's kind of where it was, and it's still gradual stages.
Are you there?
Still getting to know each other.
Okay, all right. And how did you meet this person? Is it a
How
woman,
did I
man?
meet him? He was a friend from. It's funny. I think he slid. Not. I think he slid in my DM, but I business owned him, right? And then he had a lot of information pertaining to what I needed to do for business. Helped me on that standpoint. Joined his organization, kind of peeped him out or whatever. So it's funny that I'm in my seventh year like the perfections is partnerships, and literally that's what has been happening. It's been like a part. He's been helping me on the back end with my business and
with
like,
your work, basically?
yeah, yeah, literally
Would you
saving
also
me.
say would you also say that this person, when it comes to in the area of spirituality, that
Hmm.
they are aligned in that way too, correct?
Yeah. Surprisingly,
Okay.
yeah, they are in alignment with, what I believe, and I believe in Christ consciousness. I believe that
Right. Mm-hmm.
the Most High Light dwells with us, and we are God. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're in the same alignment.
Mm-hmm. All
Hmm.
right. So check this out. With your seventh house perfection, you have Cancer there. Okay.
Hmm.
And the sign of Cancer. Normally,
Hmm.
whenever it's a seven house perfection, it brings about a a partnership. Now, it's according to the ruler of that of that sign that would
Hmm.
that would dictate exactly how it would go. And because right here, the
Hmm.
moon, which is the ruler of Cancer, is in the sign of Virgo, which rules work and service,
Hmm.
and it's sitting in the ninth house of philosophy, spirituality, foreign places, foreign cultures,
Hmm.
the idea, the concept of how we see God. It's totally aligned in that same way.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
We say that because of the placement of it. So when you look at this, it tells me about what
Hmm.
your year is going to be like. This whole year is going to be about partnership, critiquing, things dealing with work,
Hmm.
perfectionistic, finding
Hmm.
fault. That's going to also be a part of it as well, finding fault. Okay. Then you also,
Mm.
next year is going to be about like death, bills,
Oh,
taxes,
I guess
inheritance.
that's within.
That's
Oh,
next
okay.
year.
Okay.
Now, in order to find out what month we in, we can start right here because we're in this perfection, and we're gonna say this is April, May. Sorry, yeah. So this would be April, May, June, July, August, September. Now you're in your 12th month perfection. Okay, you're in your
Okay.
12th month, and this is in the 12th house. So this means that
Hmm.
this month about sacrifice. It's about self-sacrificing. It's about focusing on the inner, about your spirituality, about things about your philosophical beliefs. Because your north node is there, this meaning, and your Jupiter is in the 10th house in Libra. This could
Hmm.
also mean communicating or connecting with business, but also partnership that also helps you to get, how should I put this, for you to do get introspective about your spiritual beliefs. That's what this month is about. Next month, it's going to be about you in your body. You may start to feel a little bit of weariness, sudden, I would say, because of the retrograde, back pains. You may feel a sense of needing to escape because of Neptune there. So, and this is gonna you can literally track this, and you can track
Hmm.
the year based upon the same thing I just told you just now.
Interesting.
All right. Now we're
Okay.
gonna go to your because it's still processing.
Okay.
You can see it's still going, so I'm gonna let that.
Hmm.
So, any other questions that you may have pertaining to your progress chart or your natal chart?
So, with you saying next month, right, that I'll be going through, or I'll be feeling more in my body. I know, is it Neptune that associates with illusions?
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
so is that, I'm trying to understand, like, am I going to be, because I remember last session I told you my supernatural experience. The
Yeah.
one that happened, yeah, when it was the almost near death, right?
Hmm.
So is, not that I'm alarmed or anything, because I'm conscious of self.
No,
And
I don't see any. I don't see any near death. I see you becoming
okay,
more sensitive to people. I see where
okay,
you're going to feel because even your Saturn,
hmm,
which is the rule of Capricorn, is in Pisces in the third house of communication. So you may be doing some traveling, if you know what I mean.
okay, some spiritual traveling.
Yeah, and it's possibility that you may not even know it until you wake up. That's just how it happens. You may not experience it. So let's get back to your financial,
Okay.
as you can see here.
I was ready.
Yeah, it's ready.
Okay.
And just so you can know what it means and how it looks. So this is
Oh,
a scale. If you can look at this, your financial report is pretty much high,
mm,
and it gets even higher around July of next year. As you
okay.
can see, it's a 50. Most people don't get this high. As a matter of fact, your own never drops below 912,
Interesting.
which means that you are pretty much blessed. As you can see, it does not go below, it even doesn't even go to zero. So you don't have a broke moment between now and
All
and
right
next
now.
year. Now the highlights or the high
Okay.
point
I love it.
are is where
Yes.
you can receive more money based upon what you've sold. And those days in this month is, it's going up to about 19, which isn't really, really high. But
Mm,
around September 24th through
okay.
October 1st, it climbs up. So these are areas and times
Okay.
that you can reap the benefits. Like if you were to sow something or invest in a particular thing,
Okay.
your money will
Mm-hmm.
yield. This
Okay.
also
Okay. Perfect.
pertains to if you were to speculate or gamble, which means that these would be the most times that would be the luckiest for you. And you
So you
can
told me to
tell.
go get a lottery ticket.
I'm just telling you what the chart
What the
is
chart
saying.
said.
All
Okay.
right, all right. So when you look at this, around, I try to take a look at what date it is. All right. So as you can see, it climbs up and up and up and around here, around June,
Go crazy.
it goes crazy between June between June 15th, but not even look, it just goes, it never drops. It drops a little bit, then it goes back up
Mm.
around June 25th, June 26th.
Mm-hmm.
Those are between June 22nd to June 30th.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly, if I was you, I'd go around. I'd go to any lottery area, any
Okay.
little casino, do a little
Okay.
spin. Do a little spin, and you probably will. Yeah, this is this. When I say these things are so accurate,
I'm believing
it's
you. I
it's
believe
almost
it.
it's almost crazy where how accurate it is. And what I'll do is I'm gonna save this,
Okay.
and I'm gonna save this,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna send this to you so that you can have this.
Yay.
This is a free reading for you.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been sowing them seeds though. I'm an esthetician, so but I don't know if it was you or somebody else, but they told me I should get into Ayurvedic.
The
So
what?
I need to get into Ayurvedic teachings or being like an Ayurvedic practitioner.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. You mean Vedic astrology?
No, Ayurvedic, sorry, practitioning because Ayurvedic is like body, skin, and spirit.
Yes,
I
yes,
said
yes, yes,
body,
yes,
skin,
yes,
body,
yes,
mind, and spirit.
yes, yes, yes,
I think
yes.
I have Virgo and something, but yeah. So I've been
All right.
planting seeds.
Okay.
But thank you, Astro.
No problem. No problem. Well, you enjoy
Uh,
the rest of your night.
you too. Thank you so
All
much.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
Peace.
All right. As you can see, the financial report is really, it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Is that my little bro asking me what time we heading out to? Boy, just come out to the dock tomorrow. All right, y'all. So who's the tall, black and beautiful? You're next. As you see, I sent the uh who else? Because I'm scrolling up to see who else is here. A lot of y'all are here. Nobody saying nothing. All right, so 11:05. Yeah, so that's it. If you didn't send it, you didn't send it. Tall, black, and beautiful. Looking out for you. Just looking to see when you're gonna come on in. All right. Oh, Triana McLean, I can see your, I can see your, yeah, I can see your message. Do you have any spots left? Uh, at this point, anybody, you gotta probably inbox me, y'all. It's been 41 minutes. I don't see much people sending. So I'm just waiting on my two people. The next time on, the first two people to comment from Facebook and YouTube will be we. All right, y'all. And if you want to do a reading, if you want to just, you could private message me on my Facebook Messenger or on my Instagram. That's Astro Einstein Quantum Healer. You can message me there. Also on my Facebook, Let's See Demetria Brown. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.